Hello, this is teddygaming and welcome back to another read through on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TMT IW issue number 73. So, in last through, we saw Tails take on a bounty assassin called Hakura, and now Tails have to go to Dimension X to stop the trial Krang. Well, not really stop it, but like make sure that he doesn't go and get off free. So yeah, let's get into this one. Let's go. And before we do get started, if you do like this content and want to see more from this channel, please do make sure to subscribe, like, and turn on post notifications. Now let's go on with the video. Planet Neutrino, Samanda City. The Cowley High Security Prison is all overkill, I tell you. The imbecile circus they rolled out, it reeks of putrid political theatre. I wonder, do that fools enter subjects realise how they're spending their precious tax dollars on such an utter waste of time and energy? And for what? To subjugate the innocent in this absolute charade of a case? That's what? To place guilty where there's none? I say again. Overkill. Yes. Well, overkilling is exactly what's putting you in this precious position, General Krang. Attempted mass genocide, and in 2 dimensions no less. Damn them and their genocide. My planet was dying, my very people, through no fault of my own. Yet, despite my lack of capability, I acted. I did what had to be done to ensure my race lived on, and what any true leader would do faced with the same dire circumstances. Tell me, Counsellor, have I been? How I remained idle and allowed them to all perish? Would that have been any less of a natural genocide on my part? Frankly, General, as your counsel, your innocence or guilty matter little to me. A sound and solid defence is my chief concern, and I will most certainly utilise your self-proclaimed relevant motives to that effect, instrumental as they may be. Instrumental? How dare you question my motives? Again, it's not I who is questioning such things. It's a war crimes tribunal based on the case they built and continue to build against you. Our path forward is step and treacherous one at best. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a trial of a century to prepare for. Trial of a century? Bah! Farce of a century, more like it. Are you there, Hunter? Unfortunately, yes. If you think yourselves a tight fit, you're crawling through these ducts. Then what would be the point of paying so handsomely for such trivial inconvenience? Well, escape for one. It was child's play for me to trick the pitiful security cameras in your cell. Those idiot guards outside think you're sleeping. Why go through all this trouble when I could easily remove this vent, cover and slip you out of this place? And give these neutrino scum one more criminal offence to hold against me? No, escape would only make a fugitive from the law. I fully plan to clear my name and walk out of here free Utrom. My first step toward making these craven fools rue the day they dare hold Krang prisoner. No witnesses, no case, no conviction. Take this. You already have the names and location you acquired from that metal monstrosity fugitoid. Now you have your orders. Aye aye, General. And Haka, I trust you understand. Time is of the essence. The trial starts in mere days. Leave now. And let nothing stand in your way. Okay, is everyone set? For the 100th time, we're good to go, Leo. Ain't like we're leaving forever. We're not forgetting anything before we head out. Yeah, big bro. It's just a short jump into a whole nother dimension to help round up a bunch of sketchy witnesses so we can put that hook Krang in jail for good. What's to worry about? Great, Mikey. Just stress him out more. Okay, security system's ready. This place will be full lockdown as soon as we teleport out of here. Already gave April all the passcodes, so we should be able to be all set. That's good to hear, Donatello. As I suspect, our neutrino escort will be arriving shortly. Is it Princess Tribe? Oh man, how cool would that be? You had to be the bearer of bad news, Michelangelo, but a member of the royal family would never take part in a simple escort mission, no matter how cool it may be. Bummer. I really wanted to show her my sick manga collection. Personally, I can't wait to get it going, Between Bishop and the Phantom and everything else we've been dealing with, a little interdimensional jaunt sounds perfect right about now. Okay, Gail, listen up. Everyone's gonna come over here every day while I'm gone to check up on you. So you be a good girl and don't make any trouble for her. And absolutely no swimming. But you can hang out in your room all you want. What? Nothing. Ah, excellent. Right on schedule. Anyone call for Neutrino's escort? It's great to see you again, Commander Dusk. Likewise, my friends. It appears our glorious heroes of Krang War remains fit and healthy. Glorious heroes? Sweet! Yo, Commander, where's Zack and Kala? We'll be meeting up with them on Planet Neutrino, Raphael. They had, other troll-related business to attend to first. Professor Honeycutt, are we ready? We are indeed, Commander. Good. Next stop, Smart City. Talk about diving right in. You don't waste any time, do you, Commander? That's because we have none to waste, Raphael. There's a lot to do in a very short amount of time, and most of it is dangerous. Hello, turtles. Leaping lizards! Leatherhead? How that's so get here. Get ready, guys. No, please, my friends. Lower your weapons. Leatherhead is here by invitation. Invitation, Professor? I think you and I have a different opinions on that particular term. Definition. Professor, what the heck's going on? My apologies, Donatello. I hope you have time to warn you before this unsettling reunion. Commander asked troops to the Saponia much quicker than I anticipated. Saponia? What's the matter, Daddy-o? That too big a word for you Earth punks? Zack, my man, how you doing? And wait chill, pal. Wait chill. Colour, what happened to you guys? Leatherhead happened, Mikey. Let's just say his cooperation was sorely lacking when he delivered the call summons to him. An unfortunate misunderstanding, really. Teleporting in without warning like you did doesn't give one much time to refer cordial greetings. Well, I don't understand any of this. Why is Leatherhead here? And how did you find him? With the assistance of Ultra Morel, actually. She determined to resort to the honour of her people, and has been very supportive in our efforts to prosecute General Krang. It was she who informed me of a tracker implanted within Leatherhead's body by the General during his long imprisonment on Brunner Island. Not anymore. Yeah. But Wacko ripped it out with his own teeth. Oh, gross. A mere flesh wound, nothing more. Okay, we know the how, but why? It is. I believe I can explain if you don't mind, Professor. After all, it feels rather strange to have everyone speaking for me when I'm staying right here. Certainly, Leatherhead. My apologies. This ought to be good. As you are all aware, I maintain an intense interest in bringing the Utroms to justice for their many crimes against nature, General Krang in particular. Years of imprisonment and torture tend to drive that need in a person. Ironically, it was the Utrom scientist, as the good professor already mentioned, who suggested that I be sought out to testify as a witness to Krang's atrocities on Earth. Soon thereafter, neutrinos arrived with their summons, and following a momentary bit of confusion, I decided that short of delivering long overdue punishment to Krang myself, I would take part in a court proceeding intended to lock him away for the remainder of his miserable existence. I just sentenced for my former jailer forever. There was one. And we're just supposed to trust his backstabbing nutjob. Last time we were with him, he knocked Futuroid's head off. I hear, Raph. But other than our initial dust-up, Leatherhead's being 100% compliant. I think he's serious about wanting to help her Krang away. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. At least for now. But enough of all this. You really don't think we bring our Earth friends here with our special welcome, did you? So, if you all follow me, please. You're into that royal palace. Oh my god. Hear ye, hear ye. The royal majesties, King Xantar, Queen Giza, the Ping tribe, have summoned all here today to join them in honouring Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, and Michelangelo, citizens of Earth, and the glorious heroes of the Krang War. Pinch me, Donny, 'cause I think I'm dreaming. You and me both, Mike. Please, come forward, my friends. Oh man, this is so cool. I'm totally Luke right now, and those Han, perhaps, can be cheery. Bummer. No medal for you, dude. Whatever. Wait, who am I? A lonely nerd, bro. How many times I gotta tell ya? Shh, guys, look up. Look up. My fellow citizens, it is my absolute honour and privilege to speak for my father, the king, and mother, the queen, on this auspicious occasion. Ambitious and it truly is, but how often we are able to welcome returning heroes to our humble planet, a planet that now knows freedom from the horrors of war, wrought against us not so long ago by the despot Krang. Thanks in great part to the valiant and selflessness actions of these 4 warriors who stand before us. Michelangelo, Dante, thanks Princess, Raphael, yo, Leonardo, thank you, Your Highness. 4 respected names that will be etched into annals of neutrino history for all eternity. 4 brave heroes who will always be remembered for the harrowing sacrifices they made in order to allow for the once enslaved history to march onwards into hopeful and blessed present and future. But most importantly, 4 wonderful friends who will be cherished forever. Oh Mikey, I'm so happy to see you. I'm dreaming. Totally dreaming. I know the ceremony was all so awfully formal, but when I heard you and your brothers were coming, I just knew we had to do something special for you all. I hope you don't mind. Actually, it was the most awesomest thing that's ever happened to me. Well, until that hug just now. Yes, my friends, Queen Giza and I share our daughter's enthusiasm on your return, as well as our willingness to once again help our people in a time of need. My husband speaks truly, knowing you will be accompanying the good Professor Honeycutt on such a monumentally important task gives us the utmost confidence we will soon be able to put Krang's tyrannical reign behind us forever. And none too soon, as it turns out. Our allies on the outer perimeter have sent reports recently that a malignant swarm is on the move and quickly approaching this part of Dimension X. Each new skirmish brings their destination destruction closer to Planet Neutrino, and putting our Krang's problem to rest once and for all will certainly help us focus on our new dangers just over the horizon. Maligno, it seems, is determined to fill the terrible vacuum left behind in Krang's defeat. Maligno? A discussion for another time. Forgive my interruption, Your Highness, but Councillor Arp has arrived per your request. Yes, please, Councillor Arp, join us. I would hear how goes the case you and your fellow prosecutors are building against Krang. Frankly, Your Majesty, we're at a bit of a standstill at the moment. As you know, had we been able to prosecute the General, or even his father Quan, prior to the destruction of their home world, Neutronium, we would have had ample access to direct evidence and willing witnesses against them both. Unfortunately, when the planet was lost, so too was said evidence and witnesses. That is why it is so vitally important that Professor Honeycutt and mission succeed. We need these key witnesses to testify if we are able to have any chance at winning the maximum sentence we all know Krang so heinously deserves. Each of them in their own way is privy to the dirt we need to bury Krang for good. But as you can see, this is all a desperate group of individuals spread out over a large swath of Dimension X. And unlike our friend Leatherhead here, it's likely most of them will not come to their own votation. On the contrary, there are some among them who would prefer the status quo to remain as it pertains to General Krang. Yes, it is a sad truth that the kind of chaos and uncertainty of terrorists like Krang creates can be extremely profitable for some. Don't we know it? So, to answer your query, King Xantar, we are building a case, but it remains paper thin and circumstantial without a witness's testimonial. We only hope that Professor Honeycutt will be able to successful in convincing them that ultimately Dimension X and their own lives are safer with Krang behind bars. Otherwise, Councillor Arp, what the? There, under the table. Oh no, you don't. You ain't going nowhere. Your Majesties, get behind me. Color and Zark. Commander, stat. On our way, Commander. Damn it, I lost him. That's okay. I didn't. Hakra. Leatherhead, be careful. He's slippery. Gah! My eyes! Very slippery. Nice weapons. Mind if I copy? Now, none of you are on my list. but exceptions can always be made. Ah! Commander, what's going on? More of you, eh? Looks like I'll be earning some serious overtime on this gig. Ah! Touche. You're not the only one slippery. You're not the only slippery one. Gone. Not just him either. Chancellor's up dead, which means our case against Krang may be dead as well. As important as the witnesses are, poor Apple was brain trust for the prosecution. Our success hinged on his expansion knowledge of the evidence. I don't know how we can continue forward without him. But father, we can't just give up. The princess is right. We've all come too far to quit now. Professor, you know more about Krang than anyone else. The good and the bad, right? Well, yes, I suppose I do. Well then, I think this case hinges on your knowledge now. You need to lead the prosecution and make this winnable case. If anyone can take Krang down in court, it's you. But witnesses, you'll retrieve them. Leave that to us. Later. Alright, you got your coordinates and your timeline. It's as tight as it gets, but I know you two can do it. You bring our friends and those witnesses back safe and sound, and I'll keep an eye on things here. Roger that? Sir. Commander, be careful with the head. I just don't know if he can be trusted. Duly noted. Guys, Professor Honeycutt gave me these. The Universal Translators Environmental Modulators. Give them in your gear and allow us to speak and breathe no matter where we go. Pretty amazing, huh? Nerd. Oh man, Zach, this baby's totally like a space hot rod. Well, Mikey, if you think this old girl looks pretty, just wait until we see what she can do. Yeehaw! Wow, so that was a pretty good, cool comic. Quite longer than I remembered it from being when I first read this one. Story was quite good, really building up this whole big event sort of thing, and really building up like the big consequences and stake for this whole story arc. Amazing. But yeah, I'll just say the only disappointing thing about this first start to this story arc is the fact that it's quite long. Like, we're at like 17 minutes now. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys. If you do like something, please share, like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Goodbye, yo, bye.